SimWorld Sports.
Welcome back. We are now moving on to the South Region SimWorld Regional Tournament action. You just saw a thriller between New England and New York, and now we've got Southeast, led by Trey Turner and Lee Armstead in the backcourt, going up against a deep Charlotte squad. Names you know there: Bam Wallace, Braxton Schuyler, Norvell DeJean Jones, the captain Nathan Zaraway. Charlotte 12-6, impressive record on the season, but hey, Southeast hanging right in there at 11-5, and they are red hot. They've won 7 of their last 8. We're getting ready to tip off, and Southeast big 7'1" center Von Rushing can't control that tip. It starts off with Charlotte. We're underway. Ron Yell here joining me in the booth tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing it all today, man.
You are multitasking. Oh my Lord. Was a nice drive and bucket, and there you see what Trey Turner, the junior out of Knoxville, has been doing a lot of lately. He has turned up his game recent weeks. Saw him there. You know, he's really known as an outside sharpshooter, but athletic and skillful enough to get inside and flip one in like you just saw there too.
And you know, I'm gonna be honest, Lava, I still my adrenaline is still rushing from that last game. That was incredible. 45 points Johnny Ball game put up.
Yep.
That's
new
in a loss.
All-time high, single game high.
In a loss.
Pretty impressive. The crazy thing is New England lost that game by double figures in the end. All for nothing for Johnny Baldwin, but still an impressive stat line. Heck of an impressive performance from him.
Well, you know what they say, E. When you have an incredible game one.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not even going to speak it out there. I think Southeast, as of late here, has really started showcasing just what kind of team they are. Stephen A. Smith, ESPN's own Stephen A. Smith, called Quincy Henderson the next Dominique Wilkins, which is, you know, he may have even said crazier things in the past, but a lot of hero going around this Southeast team.
Well, there you just saw the big man, Von Rushing, 7'1", out of Newport News, Virginia. Got a rebound, put it back up in. He's going to be going to the University of Virginia next year, along with Johnny Baldwin. That's the makings of a pretty nice front court, it seems like, although Von Rushing called for goaltending there, so count the bucket for Charlotte.
Did you just say? I wasn't aware that Von Rushing is going to be he's going, oh my goodness.
Which is good because, you know, Johnny Baldwin, you know, basically, and look, position's a little bit fluid in modern basketball, but basically, Johnny Baldwin playing next to a 7-footer right now on New England's playing the 4 at the high school level, and Rushing there to man the paint. The ACC will be able to play a 4, maybe even, you know, slide a little bit to small forward with the kind of skills he has at 6'9" and 220.
Yeah, he's going to have to work on his outside game. We saw that tonight. There were a few
We saw that the handle's already there.
Yes, absolutely. Look at that shot attempt there, though. That's Braxton
Schuyler. Circus shot by Braxton Schuyler. Talented junior out of Charlotte, but can't get it to fall, and Darian Banks has it now for Southeast. Banks, 6'4" junior himself, averaging 7.6 a game, gives it up. Wide open, there's Henderson. Can't get that 3 to go. Henderson, much more known for his leaping, athletic dunking ability, was a McDonald's All-American dunk contestant.
In Tim's, as Rick
famously
Timberland boots.
Famously wearing the Timberland-styled shoes, which he still has on out there tonight. Number 44 with the ball right now.
For those of us watching at home, those are not Timberlands. Those are Don C. brand Jordans.
Ooh. Nice pass right there.
The
Trey Turner finding Von Rushing for an easy layup for the big man underneath. I'm wondering, Roniel, how the size of Von Rushing and Southeast in general, it's always an issue with Charlotte. They're not particularly tall, not particularly deep at the big position. You know, really talented wings, good guards, as Trey Turner backs up and has a shot bounce around, but not go through in the end.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte's very active. Look at that. See how they attack? They're fearless. But
Well,
that intimidation factor, you got the, like we always say, 7'1", and he's got the
yeah,
afro, he's got the
yeah,
wingspan. It's a
extra
lot.
7 inches of hair with the kid and play going.
Yeah, you got to be able to see the rim. You got to be able to see the rim to make a shot.
Ooh, Darian Banks launches a shot. Henderson couldn't control it, but Banks is able to corral the loose ball.
And you know the crazy thing when we talk about the athleticism of Southeast, on the other hand, we always talk about Quincy Henderson. Oh.
Yep, three-pointer. Von Rushing. Ooh, didn't look that bad, but does not go. Von has not made a three on the air, only averaging 5.3 points.
Yeah. But no, so we talk about the athleticism and the dunking prowess of Quincy Henderson, but Darian Banks has put a few people on posters so far this season and those dunks have changed the trajectory of games many times. So they have some high flyers to go along with Trey Turner.
Well, Darian Banks just a junior. The 4 juniors who will likely be returning to the Southeast team next year, which could be pretty loaded. In addition to Darian Banks, 6'4". Also have Shake Travis, 6'3", also a wing just like Banks. And the guard position, Rel Pearson, reserve point guard for this team, but averages 7.3 points a game. And of course, Trey Turner, leading scorer with 16.8, the 5th-ranked junior overall. Really nice core. Coach Damon Lee and Southeast bringing back next season, but they've got their eyes on the current one.
So is it Damon or is it Damon? Let's figure that out.
All right, maybe we get somebody down to the bench. Normally that'd be your job, Yells.
Well, I'm up here, man. I am the hardest working man in sports entertainment right now.
I know, for sure. Well, Darian Banks here, chance to extend this early lead to Southeast for 6.
You're right there, E. You work. I feel like maybe you come put the cape on me at the end.
Yeah, but I don't multitask as much as you. Producing, commentating, getting insider scoop.
I want to do less multitasking. You can't. If you're doing 2 things, you're not doing 100% of anything.
Timeout by Coach Darris Simmons of Charlotte, and he is up quickly off the bench. I think he's very happy with what he's seen so far from Charlotte Stars, and with reason, beyond trailing, just haven't looked really good, particularly on the offensive end. Some players underneath, but again, just trying to deal with that vertical presence that Von Rushing provides, attempting circus shots 3 or 4 feet away from the hoop, and those aren't necessarily high percentage chances. So now there you go. On the other hand, Devin Gray in off the bench and drives right to the hoop, the 6-foot senior out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
He was a scorer earlier this season. He held them down quite often, to be honest, off the bench. That Devin Gray, that is.
There's a nice move in response, and it's Terrell Pearson was just talking about him. Combo guard, good size at 6'3", just a junior out of Mississippi. 3 on the way, won't go. Southeast, quickly up the other way. Oh, nice dish. Solid finish.
Beautiful.
Shake Travis with the bucket there. Juniors getting it done for Southeast. And I remember in our earlier game, New England had a 14-6 point lead too. So,
well, leads will never say that is why they play the game, Eli. This is why we play the game.
Nice pass there. Once again, Devin Gray making things happen. Finds Mitchell Herbert Harrigan, 6'1" senior out of Chapel Hill, who's been playing more and been playing better lately for sure. Broken into the SimWorld top rankings at the 44 spot. Even if some of us think that's ridiculous, that's pretty impressive for Mitchell Herbert Harrigan. 3 on the way, won't go. Demetrius August brings it up for Charlotte.
Some of us.
Ship into this league.
Define some of us. Define who that could be.
Hey, look, I've called a fair few Charlotte games. I have, nice steal there for Southeast. I have noticed Mitchell Herbert Harrigan in action more than a few times, and I do actually like him and like his game. I like what I've seen with him. I'm not sure that Coach Simmons, they've got a nice winning record, so who am I to judge, but I'm not sure they're using him his maximal potential. All the same, the kid is averaging 4.8 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 0.3 assists.
That's
Game
not number
limited
44
minutes.
for you,
I don't know
sir?
how you're the 44th most valuable potential college recruit in the nation.
He's probably
Darian Banks hanging around at the other end.
He's one.
Phillip Wynn. I'm sorry, that's Phillip Wynn.
You say all of that, but he's one subpar game away from being the top big in the whole league.
Well, here he is again. Look at that, throwing it down.
Woo.
That's why he's got that ranking.
Yes, that's how. Get you a couple of highlights.
It's so vicious it takes two names to hold him down. Oh, nice dish inside. Oh, a nice body control actually to get that bucket up and in. And Gray, I don't even think he got that off in time actually. Not going to go in no matter what. 5-point advantage Southeast, end to 1. Come back. Second quarter action in the South Region Tournament. And we're back. 8 games so far, but a 5-point lead for Southeast. They've been paced by the 4 points and 4 rebounds of the big man Von Rushing to start. And Charlotte,
talk about defense.
Much maligned Mitchell Herbert Harrigan, 4 points, leading all scorers for Charlotte.
Even the much maligned.
Well, there's been a few overrated chants in the past week since the new rankings came out. It's tough when you're a kid, you know. That's tough for a 17-year-old kid to hear that. So,
well, 18-13 is what we're looking at so far.
Oh boy, burned over. Was not attractive offensive possession from Charlotte. Jake Travis now trying to go to work. See a little pass, but didn't really come to anything. Shot clock working its way up to 5 now. And Phillip Wynn's just going to have to turn and shoot, and he can't get that bucket to go, but nice rebound.
First team to 30 wins.
Well, that may take a little while. 18-13 still. Oh, Devin Gray. Thought he had an angle, but he pulled it back. Instead finds a teammate in the corner, Demetrius August, but his shot will not go down.
Yeah, it's been, when's the last time someone scored a bucket here, E?
It was 18-13 at the break. So
good finish.
There. Shake Travis. On the board. 7-point advantage now. And yeah, neither team at 50% yet from the field, but working out just fine for Southeast Select. Coach Lee. A 7-point advantage here. And like I said at the top of the broadcast, Southeast has won 7 of their last 8 games. They're on a tear. They haven't won any tournament titles. No silverware yet on the season, but the East Regional crown, or a SimWorld tournament title, would make everybody forget about that fact for sure. Dante Odom now back out there and gets it into Nathan Zaraway, but the captain can't get his shot to go either. Charlotte has gone stone cold here.
That was a strong move there, just couldn't get it to go.
Couldn't get it to go. Rebound fought for, but comes away. Bam Wallace. Ooh, loose ball for a second, but gathered back up. Once again, another missed shot from in close by Charlotte, but another contested shot, and rising to the occasion is Quincy Henderson. Pretty layup from him. Lead is up to 9 now.
These guys slash to the basket with absolutely no fear. Him and Darian Banks, and that's what makes them so dangerous. That's a good take.
Fantastic move there by North Carolina bound Bam Wallace. Bam Wallace, 21st ranked senior in the country, averaging 14 points a game. 15.1 actually, highest on the Charlotte roster. He's going to be joined by Jay Ingram and Bryson Summers next year.
A good tip.
North Carolina. Two good chances there, but we get him to go. And Wallace looking to build a little momentum for Charlotte, but his jumper there won't go, but Zaraway gets a second opportunity. Turned right back at his face.
So here's the thing, man. I'm a big Bam Wallace skill set fan, but he's going to have to start learning how to finish those beautiful moves.
Two Charlotte players, I think, blocked that last shot. Persistence pays off. Second effort up and in for Deontay Odom, 6'8" junior out of Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Spartanburg. Just sounds good.
It does. And I think Charlotte likes the sound of this score a lot better than they did a few seconds ago. And nice move there from Trey Turner, but he can't get the bucket to go. Look who is there, however.
Yep.
On rushing, no longer ranked. Started the season ranked, was in the rankings for a long time.
I think he's played better now than he has early in the season. Honestly, he's been more aggressive. He's been finishing.
He's playing well tonight. I'm here to tell you that. 6 points, 6 rebounds, I believe, for Von Rushing. He averages 5.3 points and 9.4 rebounds a game. Does block 2.1 shots, which I think is the best in SimWorld High School.
Oh, let me find out for you, sir.
Let me confirm that. Get a little stat check. Yeah, it's part of your many hats you got to wear. A little fake out there from Bam Wallace. He gets the ball. Zaraway has it. Zaraway does have size on Henderson, but Henderson's so athletic, I'm not sure there's really much of an advantage there. What a nice pass, however. That is Norvell DeJean Jones, the point guard. Finishes at point blank.
And they like to run Zaraway at the high post. He's such a good passer. Underrated, both of these bigs for Charlotte, because let's face it, are they really bigs? We'll see what they tend to be in their career.
Charlotte Zaraway, just 6'6" and 215 pounds, out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Averaging 8.2 points and 8.4 rebounds a game, but has fallen out of the SimWorld Top 50 rankings.
And you're absolutely right about Von Rushing, by the way, leading the league with 2.1 blocks per game.
Not super athletic, Von Rushing, but obviously elite size, great wingspan, and good defensive instincts. Knows how to fill up lanes, knows how to come over and help and double block as a weak side defender.
So here's
Bam Wallace looks like he wants to challenge him. Bam Wallace makes it work.
As I'm looking at stats, just to give our viewers a few things to look at in case they haven't taken a peek. Cooper Kingy Cross leading, and this is the state side, not the global. Cooper Kingy Cross leading the league in scoring at 32.2 points a game for DC. Leon Quinn out of Dallas leading the league in rebounding at 11.2 rebounds per game. JJ Ortega, who many are calling the best pure point guard in the league. I say it's Montel Cage, but he leads the league with 6.7 assists per game. Then your top three-point makers. Anthony Young out of Dallas, 70 made so far this season. Who's our leading? Who has the most dunks in our league, Eli? Let's see if you know this one out the gate.
Oh boy. I'm wondering if it wasn't the man I just saw play tonight, Johnny Baldwin, but I'm going to hedge that a little bit because, he does have Malcolm Oliver to contend with, who kind of some of his opportunities. And there's another block, by the way, for Russian. We're just talking about him with his blocking prowess. I'll go Johnny Baldwin.
Yeah, I'm going to help you be right. It's Johnny Baldwin by a mile. He leads the league with 78. The nearest person has 22 less dunks. Johnny Baldwin, I believe, had 11 dunks tonight alone. Von Rushing leading in blocks, as we said. LaGerald Carroll leading our league in steals per game at 1.3. CMJ, Chance Milton Jones from New York, we just saw earlier, leading the league in field goal percentage with 72.8%. And then your best three-point shooter, percentage-wise, Ireland Early, the junior out of Mountain West Select, at 60% from the three-point line. Had to get this out.
That is unbelievable. Ireland Early, if he comes back and plays that way, then 1 year more experience as a senior. Definitely one to keep your eye on in that junior class, a loaded junior class, along with Caden Shipp, Darius Outlaw. Charlotte, nice fight back here in the second half of the second quarter.
I was going to say, while I was doing all of that, it's a game.
Oh, Charlotte has come out to play, and they have clawed their way back here using defense, fighting inside, getting some second chance opportunities. Then it's just a 1-point margin now. Southeast had led by as much as 9 earlier in this game, but just a hair over. 2 minutes left to go first half. I'm sorry, 1 minute left to go first half. Anybody's ball game, and I'm getting a little bit of deja vu here. The opening game we had on SimWorld TV tonight, New England and New York started out in a defensive-oriented battle, and actually it remained defensive. Lots of steals, lots of blocks, lots of good defensive play in that one too, all the way through overtime. But see if we can equal things here. South Region, Southeast, and Charlotte. To remind everybody of the stakes as well, this is Charlotte's first game in the E&D tournament, but Southeast already up 1-0. They can join the 2 clubs that have already punched their ticket. Out west, it's Pacific Northwest and West Coast, advancing from the West Region. Southeast set to get the ball back in. Some subs out there. Jimmy Chambers gathers it. Jomo Graham, 6'7", 265-pound big man out of Arkansas, couldn't get his jumper to go.
Well, he shouldn't be taking.
Charlotte now take the lead.
He shouldn't be taking a jumper.
Well, on the other end, Braxton Schuyler hasn't really found his rhythm yet, and misses there. Can't give him the lead, but we get another crack at it here before we hit halftime. Oh, and a 3 from Bam Wallace. That won't go. Philip Wynn skies for the rebound. Back out to Wynn. Seconds now. Opening half. And Pearson gives it up. Is the shot going to go on time? It is, but it rolls off the rim. No bucket. Southeast, as they've led all game, still do. 1 point. Close defensive battle here in the South region. Come back after halftime. We've got the second half coming up next. We are back. A defensive war going on here between Southeast and Charlotte.
Yes, it is.
Neither team shooting the ball. Lots of blocks, steals, turnovers. A 26-25 game at halftime. Normally that's where we are after one quarter, folks. Well, there we get some offensive action. It's a set play from Southeast coming out of the break there. Corner three puts them up by 4. I believe that is Southeast's first made 3 of the game. Good interior pass finds Zaraway, but Zaraway in turn finds Odom. Deontay Odom, agile little move cut into the bucket there. The first 30 seconds of the second half are like an offensive clinic compared to what we watched over the first 16 minutes. And look at this, it continues. Finally, Trey Turner, leading scorer on Southeast at 16.8 a game, drills one from outside.
Good pass.
Great pass. Oh, little hesitation though to go up strong from Odom. I think it cost him there. It cost Charlotte 2 points at the other end. 7-point lead now for Southeast. You see Norvell DeJean Jones, the number 9 ranked junior, bring the ball up and hand it off to Skyler. 3 on the way. Bam Wallace. Oh, I don't know what these two coaches said to their team at halftime yells. I guess it was something like, hey, put the ball in the basket. And they are doing that so far when it's not being rejected with authority out of bounds. Deontay Odom coming over to smack that one. He averages 1.1 blocks per game, and that was 1 for the books right there. Here we see another shot of Von Rushing's block earlier in the first half. To be honest, I'm not sure why we saw that one. I was much more interested in seeing the Charlotte block on this end that Deontay Odom just did, but that's okay. Remains Southeast ball. Henderson has it. And rushing out, he is able to create a little space, takes the shot and gets fouled. Doesn't get it to go down. That's a second on Deontay Odom. Saw Chance Milton-Jones getting a little bit of foul trouble for New York in the first half in our first game. Had to sit for a little bit. Nobody in real danger here. Quincy Henderson heads to the line, and in addition to being a top-level athlete, Quincy Q. Henderson has not missed a free throw yet this year. Except for that one. Sorry, Quincy. Actually went the longest time where I really never ever jinxed anybody, and I'll admit it's happened a few times in recent broadcasts. So apologies to the Hendersons of Birmingham. Ah, heck, the whole extended family. This is them both. Been perfect all year. Couldn't get either one there. Paxton Skyler to the rack. He can't get it to drop, but he's also fouled. Darian Banks picks one up. High school referee here kind of gave it a little bit of an Australian rules football signal to head to the line. I like that. Little one-arm chop point. Paxton Skyler, a junior, 24th ranked. Nice, nice all-around game, Braxton Skyler. All 11.6 points, 3.3 rebounds, 3.2 assists per game, 34% three-point shooter. Another one of these juniors I'm excited to see run it back next year and see what they can bring. One more year of growth, one more year of experience under their belt. First one is good. Second, getting ready to go up now. Chop the lead down to just 2 if he makes it. And he does. More than 6 minutes now in a seesaw game. Timeout called by Southeast.
Do you think we're going to have another
has managed to
down to the wire?
Take that, Ron? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you there.
No, I said, do you think we're about to see another game coming down to the wire?
I mean, Yes, I think so, only because I'm not sure that either one of these teams is going to suddenly shake out of this. I'm not sure if this is just shooting woes. I'll put it that way. I think that both teams are playing really good defense here. It's hard for me to imagine anybody getting a, feel safe kind of lead on each other in this one, particularly as low scoring as this game is heading. I mean, the last 2 minutes of basketball have been a veritable offensive explosion compared to what we saw over the first 16, but still nothing coming too easy here. Took a screen from the big man rushing. He gives it up to Turner. Banks whips it back around to Henderson. Wide open for three is Banks, but he can't get that to go. And Banks, just a 23% shooter from deep on the year. Ooh. A tough break there for Charlotte. Braxton Schuyler not having his best night. Steps out of bounds. Ball back over, going Southeast way. And Southeast. Mentioned earlier, they have not trailed in this game, and Trey Turner thought he was going to extend that lead a little bit. Instead, on rushing, altered another shot. That won't show up in the stat line, but get a bucket takeaway for rushing there. We're all tied up. Turner again going to try to get going from outside and finally hits one, just a two. Maybe a confidence boosting bucket for Trey Turner. Timeout. 51% from the field, but 58% from three-point. Another one of these junior sharpshooters, just like Ireland early. Bells was talking about earlier. Another timeout on the floor. This time it's Charlotte wants to talk things over. Still trail by 2. 4:37 remaining in the third quarter.
Ooh, man. Down to the wire. Down to the wire.
If you're watching this game and you're enjoying it or not, I think it says it's a Rorschach test a little bit. What kind of basketball fan are you? There are people that like a good defensive battle like this. Some of these guys are doing their best to shake things up, and there it is, Charlotte's first lead of the night, courtesy of a three by Norvell DeJean Jones. Pass from Turner, three on the way, and there you go. Answered. Terrell Pearson, only a 22% three-point shooter himself, but stepped into that one confidently. John Jones this time going to try to go inside, and 5 quick points from Norvell DeJean Jones. Applies a little bit of ball pressure now. Pearson able to back that without any problem. Three on the way from Turner. Ooh, all right. Whatever was going on, Roniel, I think both teams have loosened up a little bit. So a little bit more, just playing a little bit of park basketball now. Just taking shots. Hitting them. Wallace has Henderson switch on to him. It's not a matchup that Wallace is going to like. It ends up being a long-range three that doesn't go, and Banks brings it out. Numbers. Ooh. Shot wouldn't go, but second chance opportunity is there because they got down the court in a hurry. Terrell Pearson, 6'3" guard, able to collar the rebound, lay it up in. Southeast. They're going down by a single digit, now back up by 5. Right. Deontay Odom knows he can take Trey Turner size-wise. Nothing doing on that end for Charlotte. Nice dish. Easy dunk. 7-point lead. Quick spurt here has restored what seems to be the natural order of this game. Southeast with a modest, manageable lead as John Jones got his shot to rattle in, go through there. He's in double digits now. Took a second for that ball to go through. Did you notice that Norvell turned to watch that? Kind of crouched and watched it for a second after it was rolling around there on the rim. I don't think he himself was sure it wasn't. I don't think he thought it was going to pop out of there the way it's been going tonight. But he does get that to go. Cuts the lead down to 5. At least looks like both teams are likely to break the 50-point mark. So that's encouraging. Nobody threatening our season low. Can you remind me, Els, do you remember off the top of your head, what was that season low put up by Philly just a couple days ago?
It was 46, so we're already past it.
Yeah. Well, Southeast is. I would be shocked if Charlotte fell apart and couldn't put 6 more points on the board, but relatively low-scoring game. If you went to Las Vegas before watching this, I hope you bet the under, because neither team able to quite get cooking on offense tonight. And some nice play from Von Rushing of Southeast, 7'1" big man. Controlling the paint. Blocked a few shots, but has altered more than a few others. And Ray Turner, now starting to hit here a little bit in the second half, coming alive too. And
good hand.
Oh, great hands there. I think Wallace took a hand on that to poke it free, and he's the one who's down the court.
That's a good finish.
Oh,
Is that a gust?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to check during the next break. But I thought I saw Wallace a little shaken actually after that. Like he took a shot.
Yeah, is that Wallace or a gust? I think it's a gust, but he definitely looked like he tweaked something. Oh! The crossover was nasty.
Well.
And what a finish. Business is picking up.
It is a little bit out here.
Goodness gracious. 3 balls of fire.
You are correct. That was a Gus. Demetrius a Gus, not Wallace.
Oh, that was a solid pick there by Jomo Graham.
Oh. Turns into 3 points too, and the case, Jomo's name isn't going to end up on the score sheet, but he was an important part of making that play happen. And he's capable of setting solid picks at 6'7" and 260 pounds. Can do that. Ooh, great defense from Deontay Odom. This ball comes up in Southeast's hands.
What, is that Terrell Pearson? Man.
I believe that is Terrell Pearson once again.
He's
off the bench. He has been big. He's been really big for Southeast tonight. In threes, driving, scoring, dishing. Arguably, he's been more of a factor than Lee Armstead, the 35th ranked senior, starting point guard for Southeast. Well, that's a tough shot from Zaraway, and he can't get it to go. 12 seconds. 3 on the way, and they splash it at the buzzer. Well, look at the buzzer now. Close enough. Southeast up by 7. 8 minutes to go. They can punch their ticket if they hold on here. 7-point lead for Southeast, and it is the all-junior backcourt of Trey Turner and reserve point guard Terrell Pearson leading the way for them, the top 2 scorers in this game. And for Charlotte, just a lot of players struggling with their shot, but Norvell DeJohn-Jones, their leading scorer, with now 15. He's hit a couple threes. Gets a dunk there as well. 16 points, excuse me. See, Henderson has a clear out, but doesn't want to use it, gives it up instead. Nice rebound. Ethan Zaraway. Excuse me. Yeah, look at Lee Armstead. 2 points in this game. Lee Armstead is the second leading scorer on Southeast, averaging 12.5, leading the team with 4.1 assists a game, but the only scored 2 is Terrell Pearson off the bench has just taken over third scoring duties for this team.
He's up and down though, man.
Lee Armstead or Terrell Pearson?
Terrell Pearson probably could get some more clock, but yeah, Armstead's up and down. We've seen some great games from this season. We've seen some horrendous games from him this season. So interesting all-around team. I mean, there's so many different facets to this Southeast Select squad.
It's been a tough year for Lee Armstead as we watch Mitchell Herbert Harrigan at the line, but the starting point guard for Southeast did secure a spot at Georgia. He'll be a Bulldog next year, and he is the 35th ranked in class, but has struggled a little, only shooting 43% from the field. And, off the court, controversially, was involved in an incident where he punched a police officer during a protest last year. In fact, he does not deny, and is somewhat proud of even, but has led to more drama than the average 17-year-old is dealing with. I'll put it that way.
Man, I remember when I had my first beer. Look, hey, look, I'm looking through a few stats here, Lava, as we see this low-scoring game. We'll point something out. The top defense in points per game, holding opponents' points per game, lowest in the league, Southeast Select, 65.6. They do the best job at holding opponents' points per game. Top opponent field goal percentage, number 2 in the league, the lowest opponent field goal percentage, number 2 in the league, Southeast Select, holding opponents to 43.9%. And then holding their opponents from the three-point line, holding them to just 30%, which is 3rd in the league. So there's no fluke what we're seeing right now.
When you play defense like this, you can go through an off night from somebody like Lee Armstead, 10 points below his season average. Because you can always turn on the throttle them on defense button, and Southeast has done a great job of that tonight. Game not over. Oh, another deep 3.
That man don't miss.
Tony Chambers. No, West Virginia's Mr. Basketball shooting over 50% from deep. He's nailed 2 now in this game for Southeast. 8-point advantage with 6 minutes to go. Charlotte in a hole, plenty of time to crawl back out of it, but they got some work to do. And Wallace gets his own rebound. Gave it up to Zaraway, who lost it, but Wallace cleans it up again. John Jones, who's been playing pretty well tonight, he's going to take a little jumper and make it. Nice, off the glass. John Jones, just 5'11", and actually that was a fairly flat-footed shot. He barely even jumped, just used his basketball skills and knowledge. Himself a good open look, and don't know if that was a pass, Von Rushing, or if he just lost the ball and it ended up in Quincy Henderson's hands, but either way, right place, right person at the right time. 3 now, that will not go. Braxton Schuyler, tough night.
Well, 10-point
suddenly the lead is 10 for Southeast with 5 minutes to go. May not get that overtime, but this is something of a deja vu game. This game was close all the way, just like New York, New England, until the end. Assuming Charlotte doesn't dig deep for one more run here, and there is plenty of time in what has been a game of runs between these two teams. I'm not counting them out. This game is not over.
65.6 points a game is what Southeast gives up. Just want to reiterate
like that number might be a little bit lower after tonight.
Charlotte holding steady at 52. While we're at it, I've been on the stats.
It's like if these were music charts, like Southeast would be number one with a bullet, scoring 62 points at this point in the game.
Hey, so
add some more.
I'm looking at stats here. I'll just shout a couple more out. I'm having fun. I'm the stat checker here. The New York Stars lead our league in points per game at 82.4, followed by Washington and Gulf Coast Select. Go figure that our top 3 shooting teams have the best record.
Take a break.
Top rebounding teams, New York Stars at 36.1, Charlotte at 35.4. That's interesting, and Dallas at 35.
I may have one more research project for you, Roniel. Is what I'm hearing, basically. And if you dispute any of this, don't be shy. I know you're not shy. Southeast is our best defensive team as a team.
Yep.
Statistically, eye test, probably the best defensive team we have in SimWorld High School hoops.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're also saying, from an efficiency point of view, that probably New York is your best offensive squad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
We had a New York versus Southeast matchup this year, because boy, I want one now. Particularly, and to be fair, even if we did have one earlier this year and I'm just not remembering it,
they're just rounding.
The Southeast team is playing different and better than it was at the beginning of the year. They, again, this is a team that's won 7 of 8. They weren't good to start the year. They figured it out.
No, not at all. Not at all. To add on to that, our top assist team in the league, top 2, tied for number 1 actually at 18.2, West Coast Select and ding ding ding, Southeast Select.
Southeast Select, interesting.
Checking a lot of boxes. So that's your number 1 and number 3 teams in our league. Percentage-wise, it's New York Stars and Southeast Select. Smack dab in the middle of those 2 teams with the 2nd best record in the league, Mid-Atlantic. Not leading anything, but they have Jamison Johnson.
Not leading anything, never winning anything.
not winning the whole deal, but
never winning a title. That's right. They and Oakland losers of 3 championship games this year, are biggest frustration stories possibly. Although for Southeast, they don't have any hardware either, and the way they're playing right now, I feel like they deserve a shot at some. But hey, you got to earn it. It doesn't matter what I think, and haven't quite gotten it done, but they've gotten it done tonight. They are leading by 13, and with this Trey Turner shot, doesn't go.
They've got a chance. These are the ones that count. The regional tournaments. This is where you develop your rankings for the national tournament. This is important. It's a big deal.
It is.
We're going into next season. I know I've been relatively quiet on this broadcast. I've been doing some research here. But do you know that next season, SimWorld High School Hoops, we're getting a total brand new revamp and rebrand. These teams will undergo some changes. We're looking at Charlotte right now. They have been taken over and will be rebranded by their new owners. They'll take on full AAU branding. They will come back next season as the Queen City Kings. And I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Love it. Love it. I'm looking forward to next year. It's going to breathe a lot of life. It's going to add a lot of spice to things I have. Kind of moving into the modern era of teams and roster construction and the new arenas I'm looking forward to being in. It should be a lot of fun for those folks who have been with us in SimWorld Season 1. Love that you've been here. We've had a great time, actually. But this is... how do I explain this concept? Like, you remember how, for the older folks out there, a little bit older anyway, remember how the ESPN.com site looked in like 1995, 1999?
Did you say the
kind
site?
Of like some text on a page, and now you got like video and scores, and you can gamble, and you can buy jerseys and everything. Yep. Like that's going to be the kind of evolution that we'll be seeing here as well. Next year compared to this year is going to be a difference. I'm excited to see what 5 or 10 years from now looks like too.
Absolutely.
That's
And
going
I'm
to be fun.
so appreciative of our beta test coaches that have been active, have been a part of their team's success, and it shows in the records. Making this exciting for us to see exactly what will work and what will not. But next season, I know we're behind the curtain. We have some really exciting things visually. We'll have some new things on the back end that you're going to be able to do as a coach. And get ready for all those people that have been messaging and hitting us behind the scenes asking about, how do I sign up as a player? You will get to join as a player next season. And hopefully your coach does not disappear and screw you out of minutes.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, we saw 2 of our best coaches earlier tonight.
Yes, we did.
It was Alyssa Dodge came up just a little bit short against a great New York team coached by Tim Bellardi, but
Hey.
that was fun. That was fantastic, and both those coaches really went for it as well. You got to give them credit for leaving it all out there.
Kudos,
Let's credit Southeast as well. Let's not forget this game. We're under 2 minutes. I am going to say this is over now. 15-point advantage for Southeast. They've gone on a nice tear. They're getting a steal here. They're going to get the win, and hey, Raniel, they have advanced. We know one of our South Regional finalists. It's going to be Southeast Select.
Yeah, buddy. Good stuff.
Hey, one more thing I want to talk about before you hit the final buzzer here is, I've mentioned a few times, Southeast has won 7 of their last 8. Assuming nothing crazy happens, they're going to win 8 of 9 now.
Okay, time out. You said that a few times this season, Elava. What could happen right now? You said assume.
Well,
what could happen? Tell me what could happen. I would like to know.
Pointers and turnovers.
In a minute and a half, what would happen?
And madness.
You must live in Dr. Strangeland, Elava. But you live in a multiverse.
But the whole point is to say that assuming Charlotte does indeed go on to lose this game, as it looks like they're going to, they're gonna have only won 1 of their last 5. They're gonna be 12-7. Their record's still gonna sound good. They've got a tournament championship.
They had a 6-game win streak going earlier this year.
Had a 6-game winning streak, and now the wrong time of year. Charlotte going in the wrong direction, and that's the tale of this game. I mean, other than it was a good defensive battle that Southeast eventually broke open, this is a tale of 2 teams going in the wrong direction. Southeast getting stronger.
Hey,
Charlotte looking more questionable.
And you know who Southeast is going to be taking on? One thing before we get out of here, 40 seconds. We'll probably see an article or something come out about it tomorrow. Early in the season, we saw these regional select teams. You were the one that actually coined it, said these guys weren't playing together because there's so much talent. But later in this season, what we've seen, particularly in these regional tournaments, all of our regional select teams have overpowered the city teams and are the ones moving forward. Southeast Select taking on Gulf Coast Select in the finals of this regional tournament here. Out west, we got Pacific Northwest taking on West Coast Select. Central's not determined yet, and East not yet determined.
What is determined is the winner of this game and who is going on to fill one half of the South bracket. That's going to be Southeast Select. Congrats to them. Congrats to Terrell Pearson with the big game off the bench.
Yeah.
Trey Turner, of course, too. Quincy Henderson, and Southeast coach Damon Lee. For all of us here at SimWorld, this has been Yells and Elava calling the game tonight. We're glad you came with us. Hope you enjoyed it. And tomorrow we got more regional action coming featuring DC and New York, everybody. Tune in then.
Appreciate it.